Recent findings reveal a concerning trend in cybersecurity, as advanced threat actors are now exploiting critical vulnerabilities in widely used network infrastructure. This matters because these systems play a vital role in managing security policies and user authentication across enterprise networks. On November 12, 2025, Amazon's threat intelligence team reported that they detected attacks targeting two zero-day vulnerabilities, one in Cisco's Identity Service Engine and another in Citrix's NetScaler. These exploits, identified as CV 2025-5777 and CV 2025-20337, have been actively weaponized to deliver custom malware, raising alarms about the sophistication and focus of these attacks. In this video, we'll explore the details of these vulnerabilities, the nature of the attacks, and the implications for organizations relying on these critical systems. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. On November 12, 2025, Amazon's threat intelligence team revealed a significant incident involving the exploitation of zero-day vulnerabilities in critical network infrastructure products. The identified vulnerabilities, CV 2025-5777 and CV 2025-20337, were associated with Cisco Identity Service Engine ISE and Citrix NetScaler ADC, underscoring a worrying trend where attackers are increasingly targeting essential identity and access control systems. CV 2025-5777, known as Citrix Bleed 2, had a CVSS score of 9.3, indicating its severity. This vulnerability allowed attackers to bypass authentication through insufficient input validation. Conversely, CV 2025-20337, with a perfect CVSS score of 10.0, enabled unauthenticated remote code execution on Cisco ISE, granting attackers root access to the underlying operating system. Both vulnerabilities were patched by their respective vendors, Citrix and Cisco, in June and July 2025. The exploitation attempts were first detected in May 2025, revealing a methodical approach by the threat actor, who not only targeted these vulnerabilities but also deployed a custom web shell named Identity Audit Action. This sophisticated malware was tailored specifically for Cisco ISE environments, showcasing the adversary's advanced capabilities and in-depth knowledge of enterprise applications. The web shell utilized stealthy techniques, operating entirely in memory and employing Java reflection to integrate itself into existing processes. Its design included registering as a listener for HTTP requests and implementing non-standard encryption methods to avoid detection, further complicating efforts to identify and mitigate the threat. Amazon characterized the threat actor as highly resourced, suggesting they either possessed advanced research capabilities or had access to sensitive vulnerability information. This level of sophistication in their tools and tactics indicates a shift in the landscape of cyber threats, where organizations must now contend with adversaries who are not only well-equipped but also adept at exploiting even the most secure systems. As these incidents highlight the vulnerabilities inherent in network edge appliances, experts emphasize the need for organizations to adopt layered security measures. Implementing robust firewalls and strict access controls is crucial to protect sensitive management portals from unauthorized access. The nature of these pre-authentication exploits serves as a stark reminder that even the most well-maintained systems can be compromised, reinforcing the necessity for comprehensive defense in-depth strategies and advanced detection capabilities to identify unusual behaviors within network environments. In light of these recent findings, organizations must reassess their security practices, particularly concerning identity and network access control systems. The exploitation of zero-day vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure, such as Cisco ISE and Citrix NetScaler, underscores a shift in threat actor strategies, signaling that traditional defenses may no longer suffice. As CJ Moses highlighted, these attacks were not reliant on generic malware but involved custom-built tools tailored for specific environments. This indicates a growing sophistication among attackers, necessitating that organizations enhance their threat detection capabilities. Implementing machine learning-based anomaly detection systems could play a pivotal role in identifying unusual activity, particularly when dealing with bespoke malware that evades conventional security measures. Moreover, the pre-authentication nature of these exploits emphasizes that even the most secure configurations can be vulnerable. This reality calls for a fundamental shift towards a defense in-depth approach, where multiple layers of security are employed to protect critical assets. Organizations should consider segmenting their networks and employing strict access controls to minimize the attack surface. Additionally, the use of advanced encryption techniques by attackers, such as non-standard base64 encoding, highlights the need for organizations to stay informed about emerging tactics. Regular updates and patches are crucial, but proactive threat hunting and vulnerability assessments are equally essential in staying ahead of potential exploits. Lastly, collaboration within the cybersecurity community is vital. Sharing intelligence about vulnerabilities and attack patterns can enhance collective defenses, allowing organizations to better prepare for future threats. By fostering a culture of continuous improvement and vigilance, businesses can create a more resilient security posture against the evolving landscape of cyber threats. In light of the recent discoveries surrounding the exploitation of zero-day vulnerabilities in Cisco ISE and Citrix NetScaler, organizations must prioritize immediate and strategic actions to bolster their cybersecurity defenses. First and foremost, companies should conduct thorough audits of their network infrastructure to identify any unpatched systems or configurations vulnerable to similar attacks. This includes ensuring that all software, particularly those related to identity and access management, is updated with the latest security patches. Furthermore, organizations are advised to implement advanced monitoring solutions that can detect anomalous behavior indicative of exploitation attempts. Given the sophisticated nature of the custom malware identified, employing machine learning-based threat detection systems may provide an additional layer of security by recognizing patterns that traditional methods might overlook. Additionally, it is critical for enterprises to adopt a zero-trust architecture, which limits access to sensitive systems based on strict identity verification. This approach not only mitigates the risks associated with compromised credentials but also enhances the overall security posture by minimizing the attack surface. Training and awareness programs are also essential. Employees should be educated about the potential risks of social engineering tactics that could precede these types of attacks. By fostering a culture of security awareness, organizations can empower their workforce to recognize and report suspicious activities promptly. Lastly, collaboration within the cybersecurity community is vital. Organizations should actively share threat intelligence regarding emerging vulnerabilities and attack vectors. This collective knowledge can significantly enhance the ability to preemptively address potential threats and refine incident response strategies. By taking these proactive steps, organizations can better safeguard their critical infrastructure against the evolving landscape of cyber threats. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.